Hello and welcome to This Grand Life. I'm Julie Elstrup. I'm your hostess of the show. I'm also a photographer who specializes in empowering people through portraits. I'm located in Colorado and I travel all around the world. And this is This Grand Life. And today we are welcoming Theresa, who is a fabulous woman with a great story. And we just had a portrait session several weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago. I've known her for a while, but you are going to love her story. So thank you for being here today on This Grand Life, where we celebrate people who inspire and empower us. And Theresa, thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome, Julie. It's glad to be here.
But we're filming during the coronavirus social distancing. And what I love is that, like you said, we're still able to be connected and we're still able to inspire and empower others and have impact in our community. So thank you for being willing to do that with me today, Theresa.
You're welcome. I'm glad to do it with you.
So, Theresa, share with me a little bit, somebody who has inspired or empowered you, and a little bit of your story around that, or a lot of your story.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this morning because I knew we were going to do this, and a couple of women came to my mind. The first woman that came to my mind is my life coach, Alejandra Crisafulli. She is an amazing, amazing coach, but has become a wonderful friend. And I don't know, I guess the best mentor as a coach for me. Such a great example of what a coach is and what they can do for people. I met her, early 2000s. So it's probably been close to 15 years that I've known her. And she is probably the one person that knows me better than anybody else on the planet. I wouldn't be able to say that if my husband were still here, but yeah, she knows me very well because we've been together a long time and through the coaching process, been able to share a lot of myself with her. And I think there's something really special about that, having someone like that in your life that you can just truly become completely naked in front of, and just let them see everything that's on the inside and help you to work through those things. Yeah. And it has just, I think, saved me and my marriage in a lot of ways, to be able to have that kind of relationship with someone.
Yeah. And I didn't mention at the beginning that you are also a life coach.
Yes, I am. I'm actually now a love coach. I had just recently uncovered my brand about a year ago, a little over a year ago, when I was out in California with having a full laser day of coaching with Alejandra face to face. And we were doing some work together, and then we went into this place. It's like a spiritual place, mindfulness place. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's a spiritual.
Is it in Encinitas?
Yes, it's in Encinitas.
I've been there.
Yeah, we went there and we did this meditation, and it was amazing. And I was able to just really kind of get in touch with my niche, my brand, and what it is that how I can really help people through what I know as a coach and the skills that I've gained as a coach. And it is all around love, whether it be relationships, self-love, wanting to have love in your life, having loved and then lost it, and being afraid to have it again because you're afraid of losing it. Like, it's all around love. And yeah, So that was really a special time for me to be able to uncover that brand. And over the last year, I really went through a very difficult personal experience,
Yes.
having gone through getting diagnosed. As a matter of fact, I was diagnosed right after I uncovered my brand with uterine cancer, and so went through all the chemo and the radiation, and through that whole process, while working with Alejandra through it, just even got more solidified that this is truly my brand as a coach. And I am just like so grateful to have her in my life and to be there and to witness me go through this and to also keep guiding me to my inner truth without any judgment or expectation. I think that's so important in a coach to have, that they have no judgment of where you're at and no expectation of where you're going, but can keep pointing you back to what's inside you and really find your truth.
Oh, that's so beautifully said, Theresa. And
You.
what I was going to say, it sounds like she really has helped you, excuse me, through the years uncover who you are and uncover how you can serve and how you can really have your biggest impact.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I remember when I first decided to become a coach, I had gone through a very, very difficult time in my marriage. And both me and my husband were very depressed. We were separated, and both of us were just suicidal. You
Oh,
know,
wow.
yeah, it was really bad. And the therapist I was working with was just making it so like worse. And I finally just said, I'm done with the therapy. And I was actually embarrassed to call my coach up to tell her where I was in my life, because I had already coached with her before, but and here I was at the worst place that I could ever think to be in my life. And I called her up, and she helped me through that, she helped me through that. And when it was all over, I was like, wow, I can't believe like what she just helped me with. And so I was like, I want to do this. I want to be able to give what's just been given to me.
Yes.
To somebody else. So that's when I called her and said, hey, do you teach coaches? And she's like, well, as a matter of fact, we just started a class. So yeah. So it was just, yeah.
That is amazing. So in addition to inspiring you, she's also empowered you to have a huge impact.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, I love that, Theresa. That's so great. I hadn't heard and I know, you've shared a lot of different things, and I appreciate your vulnerability here on This Grand Life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's a lot of things that a lot of us go through. You've talked about a time in your life that was really hard with your marriage, and then obviously things got better, and then your husband's death, and then a life-threatening disease, and you've come through it, and it's like you're ready to really blossom.
Yes, I'm very excited about it. And then all of a sudden we get this like epidemic that's happening in the world. And so I had just finished preparing a talk that I actually delivered on stage in February.
Mm-hmm.
And was just getting really excited to be able to go out and share it with more and more people. And then we just get shut down. So isn't it great? We can still do it because we have the technology, like you said, that we do. And so
First of all, what is your website? And I will put it down below. And if you're because this will be on YouTube, will you send it to me, your website? And then also, do you have a link to the talk that you did? Because I've seen it, but I haven't seen it published anywhere. Do you have a link to it? Is it even if you want to send me the Facebook link, if people want to see that, I can also put that below.
It's so I actually tried to Google it through YouTube, and it didn't come up. But it's on my Facebook page. So
Okay. So
Theresa Meyer is my Facebook page.
okay. So we'll talk about that. Maybe we can just put it below, and so people can link to you if they're interested.
Sure. Yeah, I can give you that link. Absolutely.
Knowing more about you and your love coaching and all of the things that you're doing in the world.
Yes.
And thank you so much for being here and sharing your story and your journey as a coach. I love that. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think of all the people that have like really impacted my life, she would probably be the number one in my life.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us today for This Grand Life, where we inspire, celebrate, and empower others through our story. I'm Julie Elstrup. If you want to get in touch with Theresa, I'm going to pop the links below on the YouTube channel, and I'd love to have a comment or anything that you're thinking about, anything that you're inspired by, and if you're interested in being part of This Grand Life, let me know. Send me a message. Thanks so much for joining us today. Stay positive, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon on This Grand Life.